Hey, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone do well. And salute, man. Much love to you, sincere brothers who push this truth week in and week out, man. Y'all brothers, y'all stay strong. We almost home. And yeah, man. Hey, us as mankind, man, we have a lot to learn about nature, man. Hey, nature teaches us so much, man. So with that being said, I was watching this video, man, about I think it was titled what was it titled? Why does the animal kingdom hate albinos or something like that? Or why do animals hate albinos or something like that? That's something to think about, man. You know? That's something to think about, man. The scriptures say, ask the beast and they will show you, man. Or they will tell you. The animals, even down to the insects, man, they see that there's something wrong with another animal or insect that lacks melanin or that has no melanin and has no pigmentation, man. They see it's something wrong with that, man. You know, there's something wrong with that. Just like in the human world, which we're really beasts too. You know, we're really beasts too. We're animals too, really. If you want to get back down to the nitty gritty, it's just we have the dominion over the rest of the animal kingdom, man. You know, we're like super animals. The word super means what? Above and beyond. But so let's check out nature real quick, man. Because I thought that was a damn good video I saw on YouTube about why animals just hate albino animals, man. You know, you got stories of pregnant chimpanzees that'll have an albino baby, and guess what the mother and the rest of the chimpanzees will do to that baby, or what the alpha male of the group would do to that albino baby. They kill it, man. And I'm finna read the story for you. You know, so that tell you even nature knows something wrong with the lack of melanin and pigmentation. There's something very off about that, man. You know, and when you read the Bible, the first man to ever lack pigmentation, which to lack pigmentation, according to the Bible, that's a curse of leprosy. That's called leprosy in the Bible, man. That's a curse. That's was laid upon Cain, man. That curse was laid upon Cain. He was stripped of his melanin and pigmentation after he killed his brother. No, Salaki, after he murdered his brother Abel, man. He was stripped of his melanin and pigmentation, man. That's the mark of Cain, man. Basically albinoism or leprosy. You call it leprosy in the Bible. It's called leprosy. That's the mark of Cain. So let's get straight to it. I want to read this article for y'all, man, from IFL Science. Okay, but let me hear the scripture real quick, man. It's Ecclesiastes 3:18. It says, it says, I said in my heart concerning the estate of the sons of men. Now this is King Solomon talking, man. And King Solomon was known as what? The wisest man to ever walk this planet, man. So King Solomon said, I said in my heart concerning the estates of the sons of men, that Yahweh might manifest them, and that they might see that they themselves are beasts. For that which befalleth the sons of man befalleth beast. Even one thing befalleth them, as the one diet, so diet the other. Yea, they have all one breath, so that a man had no preeminence above a beast, for all is vanity. Exactly. So men themselves are beasts, man. So there's a likeness, man, between us and a chimpanzee, us and a lion. There's a likeness between us and a tiger, a likeness between us and a turtle or a crocodile or a dog, you know, snakes, even with the insects, man. You know, there's a likeness. We are animals also. So us as animals, we should see something wrong with that. These people who walk this earth calling themselves so-called white people, man. These people are descendants of Cain. And Cain lineage went down to what? Esau. And Esau became who? Edom. And Edom today are who you so-called white people, the Edomites. So peep gang, let's read this article. It says first sighting of an albino chimp in the wild and his tragic death. And this is not something that just happens amongst monkeys, man. This happens amongst pretty much, let's say what the statistic is, 1 in 10,000 animals come out albino, and they ain't treated too well in the wild, man. Their peers flee them. Their kinfolk, whether it be their mother, their father, their brothers and sisters, they flee them. They get away from them. Because they know in their nature, they know something wrong with that. Something else. But I'm gonna just read this. It says, among the dense forest of Uganda, researchers have observed the first known case of a wild chimpanzee with albinoism or albinism. It says, tragically, however, the group quickly turned on the white-furred infant and his mother, killing him in a brutal and vicious attack. It says the observation was recently documented in the American Journal of Primatology by a team from the University of Zurich in Switzerland in the Budongo Conservation Field Station. It says the white-furred male infant was first spotted in July 2018 within the Budongo Forest Reserve in northwest Uganda. Judging by his size and the timing of his mother's pregnancy, the research team estimate was between 14 and 19 days old at the first sighting. We were really interested in observing the behavior and reactions from other group members towards this individual with a very unusual appearance. Mal Leroux, lead study author from the University of Zurich in Switzerland, told IFL Science. It says over the following few days, the albino infant and his mother, known as Up, were seen a number of times. However, the researchers note that the other chimps in the group were already showing signs of antagonism and aggression in one encounter. Hold on, Salaki. However, the researchers note that other chimps in the group were already showing signs of antagonism and aggression. In one encounter, the researchers saw members of the group near the mother and infant making whoos and wah barks. So they was going wild when they saw this wasted away looking creature, man. And what was wasted away on them is pigmentation. So that remind me of, that when I think about that, remind me of when they talk about how the birth of Esau and Jacob, how when the family saw Esau, they said Ishashua. They called them Ishashua, which means in the Hebrew it means wasted away. Wasted away is he. Ishashua. Esau. That was speaking of his pigmentation. It's wasted away. It's gone. Now you see in nature, it's basically like mirroring. It's like a mirror, man. Almost. So it says, which chimps typically produce when encountering dangerous or strange animals such as snakes or unfamiliar humans. So let me read it again. In one encounter, the researchers saw members of the group near the mother and infant making whoos and wah barks, which chimps typically produce when encountering dangerous or strange animals such as snakes or unfamiliar humans. An altercation then broke out and an adult male struck Up and the infant before forcing her up a tree while others whooped and barked below. But hold on, let me jump to Job. I'm gonna jump to Genesis, Job 12:7. It says, but ask now the beast, and they shall teach thee. Watch how these beasts interact with these albinos. And watch how they don't interact and stay away from the albino. Check it out. It says, but ask now the beast, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee. Or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee. And think about it. This albino that's walking on two legs is so-called white man. This Edomite. Ask nature, and they're going to tell you who's destroying this earth. Who's polluting the skies? Who's trying to pollute the heavens? Who got trash floating around in outer space, man? Who got trash islands all in the oceans and the rivers? You know, why is everything so polluted? Because of this albino, this so-called white man, the descendant of Cain, the descendant of Esau. You know? So look around and you will see this is the number one culprit, man. So, but ask now the beast, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee, or speak to the earth, and they shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee. Who knoweth not in all these that the hand of the Lord hath brought this? In whose hand is the soul of every living thing, and the breath of all mankind? You know? So I'm gonna jump to Genesis 4. I'm gonna jump straight to the point. Genesis 4:9. It says, and the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? Remember, this is after Cain killed Abel, or this is after Cain murdered Abel, actually. It says, and the Lord, Yahweh, said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth. A fugitive and a vagabond. That's like what you see in nature with these beasts, man. They basically become like, the word vagabond is basically talking about a wanderer in the scriptures. They wander. They look for mates, but they can't. It's hard for them to get a mate, you know, because that mate sees something very defective about that albino animal, you know. So they wander around, man, trying to stay out of the sun, because the sun is very damaging to anything that lacks melanin and pigmentation, you know. And also, they're easy prey also, man. They're easily preyed upon, and they're the number one prey out there. And even poachers in nature, it's like even poachers, humans, the number one prize that they want to get out there is that albino, any albino animal, man. They can get a lot of money for that albino, man. And they know also that you kill that albino, you're doing the other animals that are related to that animal a favor, man. Because that albino animal is a weak link, and it's a liability, because that albino animal has poor vision. It stands out like a sore thumb. You can't blend in nowhere unless you're out there in the snow, you know. So I'm gonna continue on. It says, and the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? He's trying to snap back and get smart with the Most High. That's what Cain was doing. And been a lying deviant like he always been. And it says, and he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood cried unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth. That's the so-called white man. And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Think about all the crimes against humanity, and especially the crimes against the Negro, the Latino, Native American, that this devil has committed mass atrocities, man. Billions, killed billions, enslaved billions, genocided on billions, poisoned billions. He's destroying the earth. He's trying to destroy outer space. You know, think about it. He's a fugitive. He has not been brought to justice for none of that. Judgment has not been given to this devil. He has not been brought to trial, but he is about to be. You know, and we're part of the jury. The Most High is the judge with the jury, man. And It says, when thou tillest the ground, it shall know not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. That's Esau, man, not wanting to be accountable. So-called white man. Cain, that's who that is through the spirit, Cain. And it says, behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. Just like what you see with these albino animals, man. Same thing. And it says, and the Lord said unto him, therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. And that mark is the mark of leprosy, man. You can read different stories throughout the Bible where the Most High cursed different individuals with leprosy, man. He stripped them of their pigmentation because of their wickedness. That's how much he didn't like them. He punished them by stripping away their pigmentation and their melanin, man, and made them look like the so-called white man. Like Moses' sister. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Let me get back to this article. Like Moses' sister. Get that story real quick. Numbers 12. Okay, Numbers 12. Okay. Okay, this is after Miriam was speaking up against Moses, when she was being foolish, speaking against Moses, and this is what happened. Numbers 12:10. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, hold on, let me read it again. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and where we have sinned. And you know what? Who's the man of sin spoken of in 2 Thessalonians 2nd chapter, man? The so-called white man. It says, lay not the sin of leprosy, man. It's a sin that look like the so-called white man. It says, lay not the sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed, when he cometh out of his mother's womb. And Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, heal her now, O God, I beseech thee. And the Lord said unto Moses, if her father had but spit in her face, so she not be ashamed 7 days, let her be shut off from the camp 7 days, and after that let her be received in again. And Miriam was shut out of the camp 7 days, and the people sojourned not till Miriam was brought in again. Exactly. So, hey, you so-called white people, your skin tone is the equivalent of the Most High spitting in your face. So y'all should look in the mirror and be ashamed, because you're a damn Edomite. You're a descendant of Cain. You're the wicked. You're a murderer. You're a devil. So, and by the way, that blind hair y'all love so much, that blind hair is more fun and all the other shit, that's leprosy of the scalp, man. That yellow thin hair. Them blue eyes, that's leprosy of the eyes. All your genes are basically recessive. Something's wrong with the way you look. And once again, check out nature. They will tell you something wrong with anything that lacks melanin and pigmentation, man. So I'm going to get back to this article. It says, not all the individuals were hostile, though. During this altercation, the one adult male approached up and extended his hand towards her, apparently to reassure her. Hold up. Okay. Apparently, to reassure her, the study reads another adult female. Hold on. Apparently, to reassure her, the study reads another adult female calmly and silently watched the albino infant attentively. The infant's death occurred on the morning of July 19, just after 7:30 a.m. The researchers heard aggressive screams and the cries of an infant. The alpha male emerged out of the thicket holding the albino infant who was missing an arm. Damn. Let's read this again. The infant's death occurred on the morning of July 19th. So this is how strongly these animals in the animal kingdom feel about albino animals. Even if that albino animal is part of their pack or the albino animal is related to them, this is how they feel. Check this out. It says the infant's death occurred on the morning of July 19th, just after 7:30 a.m. The researchers heard aggressive screams and the cries of an infant. The alpha male emerged out of the thicket holding the albino infant who was missing an arm. Damn. At least 6 other chimps joined him and started biting the fingers, legs, and the ears of the screaming infant. Eventually, the chimp was passed to an adult female who started biting the infant's head repeatedly. At this point, the infant fell silent and stopped moving. Unusually, 10 members of the group then proceeded to stroke, sniff, and inspect the carcass, while chimps inspected the dead body. It's not unheard of. It's thought the infant garnered extra attention from the other group members due to its unusual appearance. The researchers also note the body was subjected to some exceptional behavior, such as one chimp sticking their finger into the anus of the... Anyway. Okay. But this is just an example of how nature... Hold on. Okay, how nature hates albinoism, man. You know? That's just another example, man. You know? So we supposed to learn from nature and see and think upon and meditate on why the hell is these animals so cruel? So cruel to these goddamn these albinos, man. You know? So yeah, I'm gonna just leave it right there. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Rakakwadash. Shalom to the hopeful elect, Kwam Yasha Allah, Abba Ball.